Bishop Oge, thanks for joining us. We appreciate you taking the time to kind of fill us in on what's happening and how the efforts of Hope for Haitians is impacting your work and the work in the country of Haiti. Let me ask you, first of all, Bishop, Hope for Haitians builds homes and works with communities in northern Haiti. Can you tell us a little bit about your connection to that part of the country?
Yes, sir. Mike, thank you for having me. Before I answer a question, let me begin by saying from the bottom of our hearts, a word of thanks to our friends from Hope for Haitians and the supporters. Hope for Haitians has been bringing hope to many poor Haitian families. Through their ministry, many of those poor families were homeless, were hopeless, have a home to stay, and are hopeful today. My connection with the North is I worked for 2 years in that region as an Episcopal area bishop based in Cape Haitian, serving parishes in the North, Northeast, Northwest, and Artibonite. So I was able to witness firsthand the abject poverty in that part of Haiti. I was also able to witness the work that Hope for Haitian has been doing there.
Among the poor of that area, what are some of the greatest needs?
You know, Haiti is a place of challenges. The first greatest need is housing. Of course, people need food, they need waters, they need sanitation, healthcare, and education. But Mike, let me tell you, someone can help you to get food for 1 day, give you some water for a day, help you with medicines if you get sick. But to get a home, it's difficult. That's where the Ministry of Hope for Haitians get all its signification for the Haitian people. The greatest need is housing, is shelter.
Since you mentioned housing being the most important need, tell us a little bit about the housing where many of the poor families live. What is it like?
I'm not sure that we would like to see that. Those families live in homes that people never imagine. You never imagine that human being will live in homes made of wood and some zinc sheets, and sometimes without door, and children has trouble to sleep when it's raining. Parents have no place to put them, and no toilets, no sanitation. They lack almost everything. Could you imagine a mother or a father at night when it's raining to get his son or her daughter on his lap or her lap, knowing that a place for that person, for that child to lay down? It's a mess. Even those people are living in places even animals would never live. And that's why we understand what Hope for Haitian is doing is changing life of many families.
I think most of the people joining us this evening understand what an impact Hope for Haitians has, and although they can't see it personally, but how do the homes built by Hope for Haitians change the lives of the families that receive them? And you mentioned the children. What does it mean for them?
You know, I was born and grew up in Haiti. It's good when you come back from school, you say, I'm at home. You have a place called home. In those areas, in that region, many children don't have that. When Hope for Haitians stepped in, work with the community, and give a home, it means a lot. It means that finally, that child, when he gets or she gets home, they say, this is my home. I don't need to be worried about rent. I have a safe place to live. To those homes, Hope for Haitians is a life changer. Hope for Haitians is a game changer. in that region. And for that family who live in abject poverty, who never dream to have a home, and somehow God is acting in his life or her life and get Hope for Haitians there and give them a home.
Bishop, finally, let me ask you, what do you want to make sure our donors who support these projects understand about the difference that their support is actually making?
Oh, what I need them to remember is without their support, many families will never have a home. Without their support and Hope for Haitians, many children will never have a secure home to live and stay in. Without the donation and support and prayers, those who are hopeless in Haiti will never get hope. And we have to bear in mind, to give a home to a family is the way that leads to a social transformation. And that is what the gospel is about.
Bishop, it's been an honor and privilege to speak with you. Thank you for joining us this evening. And please know that you are in our thoughts and in our prayers. Best of luck.
Thank you very much, and God bless.